As far as the security discussion, luckily we have also implemented a document classification. And globally, a decision was made, anything up to and including confidential can be in the cloud, and strictly confidential cannot be. Should you attach that document to an email, the email will automatically be rated as a confidential email and it will be encrypted before you send it. So that was in place before. So it's interesting that we have cloud in place actually, but now that people are working from home, they are all using a VPN to get into our internal network. Now the VPN gateways are all over the world. We don't have one in South Africa because we're too small to justify the costs. So we either get routed via Singapore or Frankfurt, and the latency is obviously quite high. So people accessing files, for example, on an on-premise file server are complaining that the performance is really bad. So what we're doing now is rather kicking off local projects to say, let's move your stuff, your data to either SharePoint if it's team-based, or if it's something that's only for you, then onto your OneDrive platform. There's no automatic stopping people to take a strictly confidential document and putting it into SharePoint. That hasn't been implemented yet, it's coming. So at this stage, we're telling people, if there's something that's strictly confidential, then we leave it on premise. But the opportunity is there either by error or by people just doing it to put something into the cloud platforms that is strictly confidential and should actually not be there. That's something that head office is working on. Other things that we're looking at that is interesting, I've been trying to switch off our landline telephony for the last 3 years. There's always been a huge pushback. And now that everybody's working from home, we've just switched off. We went from 1,500 extensions to 50. There's some stuff that we're keeping alive, but in general, there is no need for landline telephony anymore. And the next type of cloud solutions that we're looking at, and that's something I can actually do locally and don't have to wait for head office with, is then PABX solutions in the cloud, integrating our mobile phones rather into MS Teams with a telephony module. So those are projects that are now coming, that are standing there, and we're doing them. We're trying to roll them out and bring that functionality of a hunt group, of a PA functionality back into the organization, but using mobile phones instead of landline telephony. And I think this month we'll be at 100% of our MPLS networks and shifted them to SD-WAN over the last 1.5 years. So that was a nice cost reduction for us. And in fact, we're now looking at switching off our network completely. Not right now, because we still have on-premise solutions. But we were looking at our strategy is, and it's a global one, an intranet-less organization. If we have cloud solutions everywhere, then the question is, why do you even have a company network to log on to? What you want it for? And so that's a little bit of where we're going in the future. Yeah, thanks. That's it from my side, my story.